Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my video, my name is Beverly. Well, I will be sharing with you today my preparation for Thanksgiving. Okay, I will be making a quinoa and pumpkin pie. This is a quarter of the pumpkin right here. This is a half a cup of walnuts, 1 cup of raisins, a pinch of salt, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg and cinnamon, 1 cup of almond milk. As we go along, I will show you other dishes that I will be preparing. So this will be the first one. This is the 1 cup of quinoa ready for cooking, and this is the pumpkin that I will be using. It's also cooking also. So give it like about 5 minutes for them to cook. So I will cover them while they cook. My next ingredients will be half a butternut squash with beans, broccoli rabe, and quinoa. Let's go along. This is the quinoa. I'm going to slice the quinoa up. So this will be adding to the winter squash. For the tofu, I will be seasoning the tofu. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the browning for color. Then I'm going to add my onion, garlic, and thyme. And the next thing will be my spices. This is Italian herbs and lemon and pepper. And I'm gonna stir. Now that the quinoa is finished cooking and the pumpkin, lay aside and let it cool before we continue. Now the pumpkin is cool, so what you do, you're gonna crush the pumpkin. After you crush the pumpkin, see it's crushed, you're gonna add the quinoa. Then you're gonna mix both. Now as you could see that this is done, so now I'm gonna add my nuts. I'm gonna add my raisins. I'm gonna add my vanilla. Pinch of salt. I'm going to add my cinnamon and nutmeg. Then I'm going to add my milk. And I'm going to mix. I'm going to mix everything in. Now this is mixed. I'm gonna add it in the baking pan. I did not add any sugar because the raisin is already sweet, so we don't need additional sugar. And also the pumpkin is a little bit sweet also. Now this is already mixed up in the pan. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil. Then I will be adding my tofu. I'm going to cover for a few. The next dish will be sweet and sour garlic Brussels sprouts. I'm going to add my sweet and sour liquid. I added a little Italian herbs in this, so I will be adding it in the baking tin for baking. Sweet and sour garlic Brussels sprouts. I'll be adding it in the oven. Now the squash is partially baked and the tofu is done. I'm gonna be adding the tofu into the squash. I will be adding the squash and the tofu back in the oven for a few minutes. I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Then I'm going to add my mixed vegetables. I'll be adding my garlic and a pinch of Italian herbs. So cover and steam for a few minutes. Now everything is completed. Right here we have the quinoa pie. Then we have the sweet and sour Brussels sprouts mixed with string bean, carrots. And right here we have the butternut squash stuffed with tofu, avocado, bell peppers, and broccoli rabe. And right here, as you could see, we have the Welch sparkling drink. I hope you like this video. Thanksgiving is a day of loving and sharing. Please do not forget to share, subscribe, and like. Have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless.